Did we actually start the showcase? It was counting down and now people are just dancing. Compete with Just Dance? Is there a Just Dance Olympic esport? Is that what we're talking about right now? Why? Why not just have dancing itself be an Olympic sport? Why does it have to be through Just Dance? I hate this. Why not? Because it would be much better if it wasn't connected to Just Dance and if it was instead just a category in the Olympics. I'm so glad I don't even know what Retron is. It's a retro console, so it's probably Retron is how that's pronounced. Zenardi Gymnastics, you're funny, you troll. No. Very different. Do you remember when Just Dance was a meme at E3? Like, everyone was like, man. Then Ubisoft shows up with fucking Just Dance, and they're like, and it's releasing on the Wii. And you're like, it's 2018, bitch. And they're like, yeah, releasing on the Wii. Just Dance 2019. Guess what? Releasing on the Wii. Oh, I know it's hella popular, but it's also because there's not an alternative. When's the last time you've seen a DDR game? Or a Step Mania game that somebody isn't emulating on their computer? Here's the Avatar stuff. Can I get some resolution here, dog? It's still grainy.
The RDA's greed poisoned our world.
Secure the perimeter. All threats must be eliminated.
They took everything from us. From me. I was trained in their ways.
This is running great.
Their weapons. Things that a Navi should not know. And then one day, they left.
Hell's Gate is under attack. Evacuate now. Kill all the Navi children.
But before they did, our teacher saved us and put us to sleep.
This is your only chance to survive.
And there I remained for 15 years. Until one day, I awoke.
It's not even running at 30.
And I was free. Free to explore my world. Free to decide who I was going to be. Free to discover.
I'm just gonna believe that it's because their stream quality is shit.
Now you see what they kept you from. Your true home.
Disconnects itself from the movie, yeah. You get 15, you'll be grateful for it. You know, I still believe that anything under 4K that isn't on the Switch should be at least a 1080p 60 frames per second standard. And the fact that we're not getting that anymore with hardly any AAA releases that aren't on the PC is very disappointing. Like, 4K is hard, so if you can only achieve 30 FPS on 4K, fine. But I should have the option of a 1080p or 1440p mode that is 60 FPS if I want it. But now instead, we're just being, the companies are just like, nope, just locked at 30 all the time. Doesn't matter what you're playing it on outside of PC. And I'm like, wow, fuck you guys.
I was a child of two worlds. I am
At least target the nice middle zone of like 40. Like 40 FPS makes enough of a difference over 30 that it looks a bit smoother if you can't hit 60. Wow, this stream is garbage. Use this camera more. This camera sucks. They keep on changing cameras, and it's like they have different cameras all over the place.
In developing both of these films, I set out to imagine another world, a world as rich and complex as our own. And we wanted the audience to feel as though they were really on Pandora, to dream with their eyes wide open, and to explore this world with our characters. And it's always been our vision to embrace technology to allow us to find new ways outside the cinema.
It's a guy that makes all the money
in this world. Our friends at Ubisoft share the same ambition, and the team at Massive have been pushing the boundaries of what's possible in games to bring a new corner of Pandora to life. So with Avatar: Frontiers of Pandora, our creative team at Lightstorm has been able to share their insights with Massive's talented team, who are experts in creating living, open worlds. Together, we'll be able to bring players to the Western frontier with new environments, new flora and fauna, new characters, and an original story that coexists with the events of the Avatar films. We can't wait for you to join this adventure, and we look forward to welcoming you back to the world of Avatar once again.
No release window still. Unless they're going to keep going.
Hello, everyone. My name is Dita Danefeld.
Hey, Phil's in the audience.
I'm proud to be representing the team behind Avatar: Frontiers of Pandora today.
As Phil's like, yes, I am only here to ink the deal in which I purchase Ubisoft tomorrow.
Set out on a journey of discovery.
You all thought we wouldn't try to buy another company while we're buying Activision Blizzard, but you were wrong.
Explore new parts of Pandora on land, or together
hey, Draw. I'm good.
In the air. Our ambition is to create a playground where curiosity is rewarded. This
60 FPS gives you motion sickness. That's why I think you should get the option. Because, like, I don't like looking at things that aren't 30 FPS. Like that. If you can get 30 FPS with a really consistent frame timing, I can manage. But I still don't like it. I prefer 60 FPS strongly.
Until then, we're delighted to show you a glimpse of this adventure. So prepare to lose yourselves in the beauty and the danger of the Western frontier. Thank you.
Ubisoft's freaking streaming this 480p resolution to us.
Pandora, a first-person action-adventure game that invites you to explore the engaging world of Avatar in an immersive open-world experience. I'm Didi Dienfeld, game director, and I'm excited to reveal what's waiting for you on Pandora. The story of our game begins when the RDA expands their operations to the Western frontier. John Mercer, one of the leaders of the RDA, abducts you and other Na'vi children from your home to teach you the ways of humans, hoping to mold you and turn you against your own people. But his plan is interrupted by the Battle of the Hallelujah Mountains, and you are put into emergency cryosleep.
Yeah, it should be your standard target.
When you awaken 15 years later, you are a stranger in your birthplace. Knowing the dangers posed by the RDA, you set out to take them down and look to secure the help of
like your baseline.
Fans.
But I also set at 1080p. 4K 30 is fine.
So you have to
because 4K 60 FPS is unrealistic for current gen consoles to achieve.
You'll find your own path as you discover what it means
Like
to be
4K
Navi.
30,
You'll explore
1080,
new
60.
regions of
That
Pandora,
should be your
each with
targets.
their own unique biomes. The Kinglor Forest is a lush rainforest brimming with life and dense vegetation.
Stable. Both
and
of them
shade
should be stable
of
too.
awe-inspiring floating mountains. This is the home of the Aranahe, a clan of peaceful weavers who will guide you on your first hunt and on your first flight. The Aranahe will show you the way to the rookery, where you can bond for life with your very own Ikram. The Ikram is a devoted companion that you can name, feed, and customize. Experiment with acrobatics and feel a rush of adrenaline as you dive from the sky and explore.
How much of this does that look like for me? Because a lot of times when they show these cinematic angles, you never get those in the game. You're just locked at the third person perspective and it flies around, right?
Open views as far as the eye can see. The nomadic Seswa clan live here in symbiosis with gigantic beasts called Sakru. Earn the clan's trust, and they will teach you the art of riding dire horses. And further west, the mysterious clouded forest, where hidden in the mist, nothing is as it seems.
Can you activate photo mode? Like, does photo mode allow things to still move though, Eve? It's one thing to be able to like freeze it and take a cool shot, but I want it to move. Like, I want their cinematic angles that they have when you go over the waterfall and stuff like that.
They build facilities of all sizes.
Not as a
to
still,
exploit
but like
resources
as I'm
at any
playing.
cost, spreading devastating pollution. In the process, animals are hurt and poached. You'll need to stop the RDA from ravaging your home. And when you are ready, you will take the fight to them. As a child of two worlds, you can learn to master multiple combat styles. Your powerful instincts allow you to get an overview of the battlefield, mark your enemies, and identify weak points.
I still haven't seen the second Avatar movie, so I don't know how realistic some of these like abilities are, because I mean the Na'vi definitely didn't have heat vision in the first movie, but it doesn't mean that they didn't in the second one.
Your human training and go for the blast of an assault rifle, a shotgun, or go bigger with the occasional rocket launcher. On foot, you can also rely on your incredible strength to take down amp units.
Oh damn.
Above
You
the
just
clouds,
ripped that dude out of there. That was awesome.
Aerial combat against the RDA. Destroying RDA facilities will have a tangible impact on your world.
You know, Eve, you're talking about how this is like Horizon. I think it's much closer to Far
Pandora
Cry.
heals. You'll be able to harvest the best quality material again and craft better gear and weapons. You will also find ingredients to
Which
cook,
isn't Far Cry
make
made by
meals to get
Ubisoft,
stronger.
so that would make sense, right?
As you keep
Do
discovering
I need a
what
new
it
microphone
truly means
arm?
to become
This thing
Navi,
just like starts
you'll
drooping.
improve your skills by connecting to Awa through the Tarshu plant and learn from the memories of your ancestors. Skill upgrades can improve many aspects of your character, such as your natural agility to move through the world, your stealth approach when hunting or fighting, or the handling of your weapons and mounts. Avatar: Frontiers of Pandora is a captivating action-adventure game designed to maximize the power of new-gen consoles and PC. You will be able to play the full story campaign in single-player or with a friend online in two-player co-op.
Cool. That's super cool.
We invite you to explore this world of wonder. Become
Do we share
Navi
progress, or does only the
and take
host
down
get
the RDA
progress?
to protect Pandora.
There's a date, December 7th.
Let's go, chat. Let's
Man,
get it,
this
baby.
stream is running so bad.
Another gun. Oh my. Another one.
Oh, this is the not Call of Duty that everyone was losing their mind about. I can't remember what it's called. X-Force or something like that.
Crazy. I'm going X-Games mode.
X Defiant, Cross Defiant, I think is what it was called.
Yeah, that feels good. That feels good.
Oh my shields! What the?
And it is one of the most blatant Call of Duty copies, but people were like, I'll take it.
Yeah, this scope is so good.
Oh my god, brother!
See? Gentle.
Yeah, now I'm losing flow right now.
That's a 5-piece. Oh, shit.
This game's fun, man. This game's great.
I made some critical damage. What about you?
I'm so excited about this game in general. I mean, I love like the pacing of the game, though. I think like it all just works. You know?
Yeah, X Defiant. Okay.
Hello, everyone. Hello. My name is Mark Rubin, executive producer on X Defiant. What you just saw was a collection of live clips and reactions from players streaming our game during our closed beta test in April. And we've been absolutely overwhelmed by the amazing response to our game from players all over the world. Now, for us, community has really been the core of this game's development. And we've had 28 public tests so far, with the recent closed beta being the largest, and of course, the first with no NDA. And throughout all of these tests, we've done our best to listen and respond to the feedback of players. So thank you so much to the more than 1.5 million players who have participated in those tests, and the countless creators and streamers who shared their footage and feedback about X Defiant. Now we're ready to look towards the future.
Cool.
We are currently planning on launching later this summer.
Wow.
But before we do that, we will be holding another test to address some of the feedback from the closed beta. This open session will be available to everyone on PC, PS5, and Xbox Series X.
I'm going to be playing Final Fantasy 16. Sorry, guy. That releases on the 22nd.
This is a short test, but we are opening it to everyone to get as much feedback as possible on our new netcode, our controller tuning, and of course, to stress out the servers as much as possible. So if you have not played X Defiant yet, this is your chance. But let's talk about what's going to happen when we launch later this summer. We will start with a 6-week preseason that will have all of our launch content with 14 maps, 5 factions, 24 weapons, and much, much more. We then move into our year 1 content schedule, which is packed with some really exciting content, with 4
I don't know what the
brand
factions
new
mean.
meta-changing factions, each with unique characters and skills, 12 new weapons, and 12 new maps.
Damn, that's a lot.
One new map every month.
Yeah.
All inspired by Ubisoft's Amazing Worlds.
That's a lot of maps.
think
That's a
you may
really quick
really be
turnaround time if you're
surprised
planning on implementing that many maps that quickly.
Year 1 is really going to have a lot of great gameplay content, all focused.
But they're
on
probably
creating
trying to
a
go
fun,
really, really hard because this is the first game that I think genuinely has a chance of carving away some of Call of Duty's player base. And so if you throw everything at it, then you have a chance of actually retaining some of that player base. And one of the largest complaints with any games as a service is lack of continued content or long breaks between content. Is COD still COD? Depends on what you mean by that. Some people would say no, some people would say yes. Seems people don't care as much. People absolutely do. It's still massive. It like the latest COD game sold like 12 million copies in 48 hours or some stupid number. Sold like 30 million units in the first month or some obnoxious. I mean, hell, I even bought it and put 98, 100 hours into it. It was one of the newest COD is the best COD that I have played since like maybe Black Ops 2, Black Ops 3 maybe. But for the most part, it still just feels like Call of Duty. A lot of people are super into Warzone though, which I'm not. The only battle royale that I've found genuine enjoyment in is Fortnite. Who's ready for a new Metroidvania title? Coming from Ubisoft, it's Prince of Persia. We saw that yesterday at the Xbox showcase, right?
Hi everyone, it's so exciting to be with you today. About 30 years ago, in 1989, I discovered a great action-adventure game, both challenging my skills and respecting my cleverness. It was Prince of Persia. I am Muniradi, game director of Prince of Persia, The Lost Crown.
You know, it's really cool that to see these people that grew up playing a game getting to work on the game now. That was one of the things that the CEO of Square Enix was talking about, was how he was like bullied as a child because he just did nothing but play Final Fantasy all the damn time, and now he's the CEO of Square Enix, like getting to, you know, lead Final Fantasy games and stuff.
A squad of 7 elite warriors, the Immortals. One night, Prince Hassan, sole heir to the throne, is abducted and taken to her hostile and cursed land, Mount Kaf. You and your brothers in arms are sent on a rescue mission to save Prince Hassan. However, this assignment will cast you straight into the lion's den. And it is here that you, Sargon, and the whole kingdom must prepare to face the greatest threat of your lives. This is your story. In Mount Kaf, your destiny awaits.
You know, that's one thing I do appreciate about Ubisoft showcases, is that they always have a member of the team of the game that is being announced come out and speak on the game. Even if that person is not very comfortable on stage or is a bit awkward, they get to present their own games. And that's, I think that's pretty cool.
Now separated from your allies, you discover a grand citadel full of mysteries, where time flows differently.
What is this sorcery?
The past coexists with the future. In this cursed land, exploration is everything. This is a semi-open world that delivers new secrets as you find new powers. But to reach new areas, you have to master your skills and your sense of timing. A trademark of Prince of Persia.
Animation work on this is excellent.
During this epic journey, you won't be the only one trapped in Mount Kaf.
Goddess and blacksmith to the gods.
Some dwellers are willing to help you,
Hephaestus?
while others are more reluctant. But Sargon is a swordsman like no other. He is a fierce warrior.
This looks great.
Elusive, ruthless, and extremely skillful on the battlefield. Fueled by anger, he constantly puts his life on the line to perform devastating attacks.
I'm always hesitant about Metroidvania games because I end up disliking so many of them. Ow.
Time powers are back. But this time...
What the hell was that?
Not only in your hands. To face such a
Whoever that one person in the crowd was that was like, woo! I appreciate that person.
gravity.
Anything noteworthy yet? They talked about the Avatar game, which is just Far Cry, but with Avatar paint all over it, which is fine. If you like Far Cry, you'll probably like Avatar. They talked about X Defiant, their Call of Duty clone. They're going to have an open beta on June 21st, and then it'll fully release later this summer, and they have a really robust support and content plan for it. So if you like Call of Duty, definitely check out X Defiant, and then we're on Prince of Persia right now. The new one's a Metroidvania? This one is, yeah. Hello, Cerulean.
And that's just a glimpse of what Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown is all about. I'd like to thank Matrix, who composed the in-game music you are just listening to. And of course, my fantastic...
It's coming to Luna. I didn't know Luna was still getting support.
We cannot wait for you to get your hands on the game. It releases on January 18, 2024 on all platforms. Thank you and enjoy the rest of the show.
Captain Laserhawk, a Blood Dragon remix? Why? Just go play Blood Dragon.
Hi. My name is
He
Adi
knew.
Shankar. I'm a TV and movie producer. You may
He
know
knew.
me from the Castlevania animated series on Netflix.
I'm not gonna lie, I want a pair of those glasses though.
One of my fan fiction shorts on YouTube. 7 years ago, I got a call from Ubisoft offering me the opportunity to adapt one of their very, very, very serious franchises into an anime. But instead, I came back to them with a crazy concept inspired by the mood of Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon. Yeah. This concept used Ubisoft's vast library of characters and remixed them into one delirious anime series that would become this love letter to the 90s. Or at least how I remember the 90s. And to my absolute surprise, Ubisoft said no.
I love this guy.
Just kidding. They said yes. That's why I'm up here. Come on. This is the story of how the first anime series by Ubisoft was born. Captain Laserhawk, a Blood Dragon remix. This show is many things.
This is literally Loud Guy from Devolver. Yeah, I know.
It's a dystopian fiction in the spirit of the works of Aldous Huxley. It's a spoof. It's a satire. It's dark comedy. It's a love story.
Why is that bugging out?
And as a descendant of Indian mystics, yeah, I can tell you it's the most philosophically conscious show you've watched in a long time. The series was picked up by Netflix. It was animated by the renegade genius pirates at Bobby Pill's studio. And today, I'm very happy to announce that barring an apocalypse,
Thank you for the lurk, Salty.
which may happen, it will be released worldwide later this year. And that's not all. I'm even more excited to share with you an action-packed, Easter egg-filled teaser trailer right now.
Wasn't Prince of Persia originally a Metroidvania? I don't know if it was technically a Metroidvania so much as like a 2D platformer, because they're similar but not the same.
the revolution. Let's do this.
I personally don't care for that. Not that it doesn't look good, I just don't care. Speaking of things that people care about, does anyone still care about The Division? All I ever hear about is how much of a disappointment both games were because of promises made that weren't fulfilled. Oh God. I went from going, how is this different from the Division 1 and Division 2, to going, never mind, I absolutely do not care. Gross.
Hey everyone, it's an honor for us to be here with you today. We're home free, and this is our song Skull and Bones.
I'm just going to believe that I can play this. I can't imagine how much Ubisoft hates Skull and Bones at this point. This game has cost them so much money, and it's going to flop. What was that other dude doing? Is he doing the drums? Why is there a guitar there a cappella? I guess they're not this time. Remember the other pirate song yesterday? Yeah, the good one? That fucks this song up and robs it. Shanties are still in again, right? Crowd is gonna love this. Hey, I'll take Ubisoft doing a more traditional presentation over that shit we watched at the PC game show yesterday. There's a closed beta in August. Oh, God. That poor game. The problem is that Ubisoft can't abandon Skull and Bones. Not even just because of sunk cost fallacy, but because they entered into a contractual agreement with the government of Portugal. So they have to finish the game. But the game has just had endless amounts of development issues, and every single time they've shown any part of the actual game itself, everyone has just actively shit on it. Like, they wanted to make, like, essentially, like, a copy, like, a dedicated version of the ship part from Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag, but it's not that every single time that they've shown it off, and so everyone is just like, this game's gonna be terrible. It's not Sea of Thieves, it's not Black Flag, it's just something bad. It's been delayed, like, 7 times. I feel like the game was supposed to come out in like 2019 or something like that, and it's gonna have a closed beta in August of 2023. They did what with Portugal? Ubisoft had a agreement with the government of Portugal, a contractual one. I think the government provided them some money as well as access to some historical stuff for the purpose of the game, and because of that, they have to deliver the game. Not actual gameplay footage. The Crew Motorfest. I wonder what the average development cost of a racing game is. Depends. Well, yeah. I just mean in general, because it feels like we get a pretty consistent stream of racing games, but at the same time, and it might just because of my own circles, I don't feel like racing games are or have ever been that popular, right? To where there's enough of an audience to support like a new racing game every like 3 months, it seems like. We'll say every 6 months. And so it would make me believe that they are low enough in cost to develop that they don't have to have very high sales numbers to meet like a profit standard.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, everyone.
Probably expensive as fuck, but paid for by ads. Ah, that's a good point.
Took off. Now, each month, millions of thrill seekers, just like you, are enjoying, playing, eager to see what's next. I am Stéphane Bellet, Creative Director of The Crew. Thanks. Hey. Today, at last, it is my pleasure to introduce the future of The Crew, Motorfest, our own new take on the action-driving genre, a celebration for car lovers to share and experience car culture fantasy on the beautiful island of Oahu in Hawaii. No matter how you enjoy cars and driving, on your own or with your crew, Motorfest has something for everyone. Motorfest, your portal to a medley of high-octane experiences.
I'm really over games being described as high-octane experiences. High-octane action, high-octane combat. I hate that description. It's just worthless fluff words that do nothing. And I feel like half of every game has those words affixed to it in some way now. What even is an octane? An octane, so octane is how much oxygen is in gasoline, basically. It means it burns. To oversimplify it, it burns hotter.
Japanese style.
So like if you go to the gas pump, you can get 87 octane, 93 octane, and that's kind of like how pure the gasoline is, kind of. Like I'm really heavily oversimplifying it because it's irrelevant. So, but like supercars, they need really high octane fuel. Like they need like 93, 95 octane gasoline to properly run. You can ruin the car if you put in low octane gas like 89.
One of the most breathtaking and vibrant places on Earth, Oahu. Let's find out why Oahu is the perfect playground for driving fun. Race through the city street of Honolulu. Barrel up. Black ash covered slopes.
You know what I learned recently, speaking of gasoline? So the world record for the F1 pit stop happened recently. They did a complete pit stop in like 1.2 seconds or some obnoxiously short number. And I watched it in like super slow motion and I was like, hold on. They didn't put gas in that thing.
Unique playground like this goes
Why not? Because like NASCAR, you know, which is the largest race that we have over in the United States, they put gas in the car during pit stops. But the F1, they don't. And it's because the cars aren't allowed to put extra gas in. So you are expected to design your vehicle to have enough gas to finish the race, enough fuel to finish the race. So they never add more fuel mid-race. So part of your responsibility as the driver is being responsible with how you drive so that you don't run out of fuel before the end of the race.
In a few weeks, you will be able to import your vehicle collection.
Yeah, Eve's the reason why. They banned it like 20 years ago because there was too many crashes that were resulting in explosions, basically, or people dying from the fuel just burning them alive.
For more news about the collection import and our complete festival program later this month during our summer showcase. Since the beginning of the year, thousands of players have tested the game and given us priceless feedback through the Insider program. Join the party, register now for a closed beta, and share with the world your experience in July.
I thought that was really interesting that they just don't refuel.
The entire team at Ubisoft Ivory Tower.
Yeah, the fuel that they use it also burns invisible to the naked eye. You have to use a special light or special glasses to be able to see the flames. Although I saw all over TikTok, what is that like 24-hour endurance race that happened like this past weekend that is normally just European supercars, but freaking America flew over a NASCAR to run in it? They popped in a Camaro. They were like, here you go. We'll enter the 24-hour endurance race with a fucking Camaro. We brought a muscle car to your F1 supercar endurance race. Le Mans, that's it, Eve. That is correct. And it's obnoxious, it's big, it's bulky, it's loud. Everyone else is driving their supercars that sound like pissed off weed eaters, and you got the American car going. it's all deep and shit. I'm pretty sure if I was to play another racing, I just played Need for Speed Unbound earlier this year. Enjoyed it a lot. If I was to play another one, though, it'd be one of the Forza games. I would like to play Gran Turismo, but it's all microtransaction-y. MetaQuest still going to remain the most definitive VR platform. Especially with the Apple Vision Pro being $3,500. Like, you're just not going to see much competition for the MetaQuest until someone else puts out something that is at a similar price point. The PSVR 2 is a really, really excellent VR headset, but it costs $550 on top of the $500 that you need to pay for the PlayStation 5 to run the damn thing. So it's at minimum a $1,050 like platform, and that's before you've bought a single game. Whereas you can get a MetaQuest for $200 used, $300 new. The MetaQuest 3 comes out sometime soon for like $400, and it's they're their own standalone systems.
Hi everyone. I hope you enjoyed that first look at this exciting new way to play Assassin's Creed. Coming to MetaQuest this holiday, Assassin's Creed Nexus will push the boundaries of VR and let you become the assassin. You will feel what it means
Tabbing in and out. All good, Cerulean.
fight and be stealthy in new memories
Thank you for the
from
alert.
3 legendary assassins.
I feel like the PSVR would do better if it wasn't attached to the PS5. You're right. No. If it was just a standalone $550 VR system that was an all-in-one system the way that the Quest is, I think it would do fantastic. I understand that it gains a lot of power by being attached to the PlayStation 5, but that makes it, that's a very significant barrier. It feels like a peripheral, not a console. It basically is at that point. If you have to have a PlayStation 5 to use the PlayStation VR 2, it is a peripheral.
The iconic Assassin's Creed gameplay for free, anywhere, anytime. I am glad to announce that you can register now for the upcoming beta.
It's the evolution of the Nintendo 64 expansion pack.
Legacy. It's honoring those that came before us, learning from their triumphs and mistakes, to illuminate and hold their stories to the light for all to see. That inheritance of knowledge helps to guide and shape our future. Now it's your turn to build on those foundations and rise to even greater heights. To step out of the shadows and into a vast world. To make your own legacy.
I think you're right, Real. I think if they put like a $650 price tag on it and made it its own standalone system, I think it would do just fine. Because one of the things that I personally love about the Quest, because I have a Quest too, and one of the things that I love a lot about it is I don't got to be attached to anything. Sure, I can hook it up to my computer, and if I do, I get access to like Steam VR games and I get more power and games run smoother. But I have to have a fucking cable attached to a stationary machine, where otherwise, if it's something that's native to the Quest, I can just do it fucking anywhere. You know, I don't have to be attached to anything.
We've all been waiting for this moment. Assassin's Creed Mirage is a very special game, designed as an homage to the first titles of the series that many of us fell in love with. Coming October 12th, Assassin's Creed Mirage takes the franchise back to its roots. Sarah, our narrative director for the game, will come on stage to tell you more about Basim and his journey. But before that, let's watch our story trailer.
There's another Assassin's Creed game coming out soon, because they just showed Project Jade. This is Mirage, and then I think they have one more. And it's not the VR game. Because they announced 3 VR Assassin's Creed games at Tokyo Game Show or the Game Awards or Gamescom or something last year.
What are you doing?
They had Mirage, Assassin's Creed something Red, and Project Jade or whatever it is. Like, they had 3 games. Ow.
Fulath, tell Basim the story of the feather.
Our tradition of the feather comes from Egypt. The feathers
It's a very special annual game, is it? I can't imagine getting excited for Assassin's Creed every single goddamn year. Yeah, I can't either. It does some really cool stuff, though. I like the approach of Odyssey and Origins with the like really heavy focus on historical representation. But really, my favorite Assassin's Creed was Assassin's Creed 1. 2 was good too, but I still liked the first game the best.
Everything you do serves the hidden ones. That is a strange kind of freedom.
But I fell off of Assassin's Creed really, really fast and hard after they abandoned the Desmond storyline.
Pour your pain into the Brotherhood.
We are messengers of justice, and not the final judges.
He knows not what he is. Have you not wondered at your nature?
Assassin's Creed 1 was one of my 4 PlayStation 3 games. I didn't beat it. I did. I think I beat it twice.
What does it mean to be free?
What is it with them and putting poor women in green dresses? At least this isn't a bright green one like the one at the Xbox showcase.
How can you find your path and fulfill your destiny when you don't know who you really are? As he grows from street thief to master assassin, Basim thinks he has found a sense of purpose as a hidden one, working in the dark to serve the light. But his nightmarish visions keep haunting him, leading to more questions with no answer. In Baghdad, seeking the truth comes with a price. The capital of the Abbasid Empire, one of the richest, most diverse, and most advanced cities in the world, is at a turning point of its history. Unrest is growing, seeding a revolution against corruption and arbitrary justice.
I didn't game much during the generation because of college.
Turn the tides of history and change the lives of everyone. Childhood friends, fellow hidden ones, as well as newly formed allies and enemies will shape Basim's adventure. But his horrific visions are the face of a struggle that he can only handle alone. There is a lot to look forward to in Assassin's Creed Mirage, and the best way to make you understand our unique Back to the Roots experience is to show you the game. In the following gameplay walkthrough, we meet Basim right after the assassination of his first main target, as he reports back to Roshan in Harbiya's assassin bureau. Enjoy.
Still want to believe Phil's in the audience like, let me take a look at what I'm buying. Got to survey if I'm gonna make money off of buying you. What is Ubisoft's net worth anyway? I mean market cap. Ubisoft market cap. Oh. They're only worth $3 billion? Shit. Phil could just write them a check right now.
Time to vanish.
Get back here, dog!
Animation work is a little stiff.
Stand and fight, you worm!
Ow, 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 your poor fucking hands.
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
I am glad you are safe.
Alhamdulillah, a first of many achievements to come, Basim.
We should only hope. There's still much work to do.
Fighting here is exceptional. Assassin's Creed isn't really my jam, but at least they all look nice. Fair.
Quietly scouted
As long as we're not talking about Assassin's Creed Unity.
more bureaus.
I have found dwellings in 3 districts that are most unassuming. Ibid and Rebecca have arrived from Alamut and set off to El Abyssiya and Karch. I will make my way to Sharqiya shortly.
And I will join Rebecca in Karch, where
Also, welcome
corruption
back,
is as
Moth and Wolf.
common as the arid air. See Abu Ja'far about some things he's been working on. Then come find us.
Have a look, Basim. I may have something that is of interest to you.
Resourceful as always. My thanks, Abu Ja'far.
I love having a pastime button. All right, it's time to go kill somebody.
This is the place. What do you see, Enkidu?
See people fucking shooting at me.
Consider the approach.
Also, I realize that's a video game, but like, did people back then and watchtowers just randomly shoot hawks flying around? Like, that dude in the tower was just like, fuck this hawk. Like,
Act as usual.
That guard who likes me said she and Ali's followers are trying to overthrow the prince.
What madness! They will surely fail.
one, why did they act as usual? And two, why did that guard not think that that dude with those 3 women was suspicious? I have questions. Oh, God. I'm so fucking tired. Shouldn't have checked on your friend. Dude, you didn't loot the chest. Fuck this guy. Whoever's playing this game is playing it wrong. He didn't grab the loot. You gonna hit him over the head with a pot? Oh no, you're gonna make him turn around. What was that?
Hey! Die now!
Just leaving a trail of bodies behind him. Oh, he's going to get the archer. Here. Bye.
The sky is safe, my friend. Survey the area, Enkidu. There is my target.
Eating seeds is a pastime activity. The toxicity of our city, of our city. Just jump on him. Don't assassinate that dude. Assassinate that dude. That's your target. Just kill him and then get away. It'll be fine. No, you can do it. I believe in you. Well, that was neat. Oh, fucking sucks to be all those dudes. That was fucking cool.
What I wish to know, and no more need die this day.
Oh no, one more is gonna die this day. Kill him.
Thank you so much.
Oh man, dog, that sucks.
Come on.
Time to go. That was cool. Very, very reminiscent of Assassin's Creed of old. Which is what they said, right? They said that Assassin's Creed Mirage was meant to be kind of like a love letter to the old Assassin's Creed games. They're probably doing this to test the waters to see if they can make these and if they'll make money. Because the last few big Assassin's Creed games, Valhalla, Origins, Odyssey, they're expensive.
Hello everyone. So first, I want to start by saying thank you to all gamers all around the world. It's thanks to you that we are here today. You are at the heart of everything we do. And to all Ubisoft teams.
Are you okay, my guy? You almost look like you were gonna cry.
Well, I would like to say a big thank you.
Maybe he's just nervous.
Your talent and passion are at the foundation of this fantastic lineup. So I hope you are all excited to explore the amazing playgrounds you have seen today. At Ubisoft, we are creators of worlds. We are also proud to partner with some of the biggest names in entertainment to create original stories in beloved universes. Now, I am very happy to welcome Julian from Ubisoft Massive to give you a first look at Star Wars Outlook and gameplay. So thank you. Julian?
We saw the cinematic for this yesterday. Dude.
Calm down. Do you want to see gameplay or not?
Oh, shut up.
Let's get over the speech and let's get to the gameplay.
Bring back loud guy.
Star Wars Outlaws takes place in a time of great civil unrest across the galaxy. For some,
sorry, if you're not doing it like Nina Struthers, I do not accept people who insult their own audience.
This is a time of opportunity. As a cunning thief, Kay Vess and her companion Nyx fight for survival.
Her name is Kay
every
Vess.
single day,
okay.
relying on their skills and resourcefulness to get by.
Should have been Hannah, but okay.
To make ends meet, Kay and Nyx dream
I love her
of the
little
day that
rabbit
they will
axolotl.
finally be free. But while seeking this freedom, Kay unexpectedly becomes one of the galaxy's most wanted. So to free herself from the bounty that follows her, Kay will need to pull off one of the greatest heists the Outer Rim has ever seen.
And she'll do it by just shooting
As
everyone.
they navigate the underworld, caught between criminal syndicates and vicious, ruthless villains, Kay and Nyx will manage their reputation by taking on risky contracts and navigating complex relationships, all whilst avoiding oppressive imperial rule. Kay and Nyx's journey will take them across the galaxy through stunning, varied open-world locations and the wilds of space. One of these locations is Tashara, a moon that features windswept savanna.
You want to impress me? Zoom in on that screen and have gameplay start.
Into Tashara's striking landscape, the city of Miragana serves as a central hive.
Like have a UI load in and have her start walking.
Kay and Nyx will encounter several criminal syndicates that learn that everything is measured in the value of influence, reputation, or cold, hard credits. This presents an abundance of
Cold hard credits?
opportunities
That digital
and
currency?
dangers for a young, ambitious scoundrel like Kay.
You gonna say that she's cold and ambitious? If I can't shoot somebody in the head as part of my negotiations, I don't believe you. Called her an ambitious scoundrel.
Milan, Montpellier, Paris, Shanghai, Toronto, and our amazing team at Lucasfilm Games. It's our privilege to present to you this first ever look at Star Wars Outlaws gameplay.
I'm ready. The cinematic was cool, but I need to see a game.
If you're willing to take the risk, the galaxy is full of opportunity. Thank you.
Work in progress does not represent final quality. Those are not Joanna's eggs.
Good boy.
I want that fighter stripped for parts by tomorrow.
On it. All right, Nyx. Let's go get paid.
Assassin's Creed, Star Wars.
He's the boss because he knows how to handle the Empire.
We cannot trust those officers. They take our credits now, but what stops them from stabbing us in the back?
Kay's like, I'll stab you in the back. You can post him as like a cute little distraction.
Nice one.
Cute.
Hang on tight, little buddy.
This is what you guys get instead of a new Jak and Daxter game. I don't even know who owns Jak and Daxter, but...
Hey, I was just leaving.
Jesus.
Okay, we'll figure this out.
Oh, this is fine.
Ugh, shield. This is getting bad.
It's alright, he's bringing you a rifle.
Let's try this out.
I'll just... It'd help if you frickin' aimed. Wouldn't be a 2023 game without a grappling hook.
I think that went pretty well, right?
Sure. Be glad that they're bad shots. Oh. Hey, we got VAT's targeting system. This acting is already bad. It's just because it's canned, like, recordings for the presentation. Like, I feel like almost any video game's attempt at, like, naturally occurring dialogue always feels really stiff.
They'll probably forgive me.
Comforting.
There's Jonta's hope. We made it, Nix. Hey, Andy.
You're late, Kay. Doc is waiting.
What? Are you worried?
No.
Okay.
No, but you Troy.
What?
Be careful. Donka's a broker, not a friend. She can't be trusted.
Who can out here? See you back at the ship.
Round 2 and I still like my odds. Kay Vess. Back already? I told you she's fresh, but she's good.
Who's this?
Just a friend. Join us.
An Imperial officer is a friend?
That was more complicated than you said, Danka.
You lived. Hey, these aren't toys.
He's like, it looks like a snack.
They're investments.
These are not Joanna's eggs.
Wait. We haven't met. Don't really know many of you.
Stealing illegal contraband, running with syndicates. I could say you're a threat to the Empire. But I won't have to, if you're smart.
Thanks, but I'm smart enough to get myself out of trouble.
You pay the tax just like everyone else.
Whoa, kid, let's just relax.
You won't make it off to Shara alive.
Shoot her.
Maybe.
All troopers, we have reports of a fugitive in Jaunter's Hope. Move to apprehend.
That Imperial announcement wouldn't be about you, would it?
Could be.
I told you not to trust her.
And quick load to see how much you lose with bribing her. Yeah, why wouldn't you check both your options? Come on. Also, like, I don't know how, like, what the conversion rate is, but you got paid 2,500 credits. That does not seem that good.
Are we good?
That was a very weird transition. There's definitely a loading screen hidden in the clouds, essentially.
Anybody on the sensors now?
TIE fighters on us.
Got one.
I feel inclined to remind you that we should shake the Empire quickly.
Thanks,
This
I'm
needs to
working on
come out like late next year. I know I was bitching through all the other showcases about like games that were released that only had like 2024 release windows and stuff like that, but I need this to come out in like November of next year because I actually like the look of this. I would probably play this and would likely enjoy it, but it needs to get the fuck away from Starfield.
Let's jump. We made it. Hey. Got your new toy.
Is that a toy?
So, where do we go next?
Anywhere we want.
Man, she is absolutely just meant to be a stand-in for Han. We made a Han Solo game, but we couldn't use Han Solo, so you get K-Vess instead. That's an AT-AT. Are we still good? Stream-wise, are we good? Coming 2024. Make it late 2024 if you would. Like September. Put it around my birthday next year. Love the people looking around like, why are we still clapping? Hey, look, it's Loud Guy. More on Star Wars, Prince of Persia, and Assassin's Creed after the show. Okay. All right, we cut. You can stop clapping now. It's time to join Ubisoft Plus now. No. Look, guys, I got Game Pass. I'm not getting any others. You can partner with Game Pass and get some of that Microsoft money like EA did for EA Play. But otherwise, just like, no, go away. Free for 7 days? I mean, Game Pass at least gave you a month for $1. I know they don't have that anymore, but...
Hi, my name is Umberly Gonzalez, and I play K-Vess in Star Wars Outlaws.
Hello.
Kves is a thief. She's a scoundrel.
Congratulations on your role.
She's
I hope
really
you were
good
excited
at
about it.
sneaking around. You know, she's charming and she'll like talk to you, but she's already taking all your things. She isn't perfect at it, but she always seems to get away with it.
Kay really finds herself in a bit of a jam. You know, she's got a bounty on her back and is trying to find work. That's when she starts to really realize, I kind of like this underworld business. I kind of like this world, and she's trying to thrive on it.
She has to survive because nobody else will save her unless it's her. The only person that she has is her companion, Nyx. They're not even human, but that is the
They're awfully cute, though.
has to feeling a part of something in the world.
I also think that Nyx, in a lot of ways, is kind of an extension of Kay, both in a gameplay sense or a story sense, you know. In gameplay, she allows Kay to do things she never thought possible. And
are you going to show us anything new, or are you just going to talk about what we've already seen?
Sense when something's off, or see an opportunity or that kind of thing. Really, they're completely connected.
I love that relationship. I'm so excited for people to meet Nyx because they're gonna fall in love with him too.
I already like that cute little bastard.
Outlaws takes place right between The Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi, so it's the civil war between the rebellion and the Empire. That has actually created this pocket of opportunity for syndicates and criminal organizations to rise up in that space. We've got the Pikes, we've got the Hutts, we've got a new syndicate that we've crafted for this game called the Ashiga Clan. And one of the phrases we always held on to was this notion of you live and die by your reputation. So it's really exciting for Kay and hopefully for players.
She's so fearless. You'll see her just go for it, and there's no stopping her, even when
I'm really glad that Star Wars games, for the most part, stay away from the Skywalker stuff. I know that we've seen a decent amount of Vader in the Star Wars Jedi games, Fallen Order and Survivor, but that's fine. Like, you know, with it being a Soulsian game, it makes sense for you want Vader to be in there as like this unbeatable entity.
Crafting the story, and they were an
but outside of the little like nods here and there, I'm glad that they mostly stay away from the movies.
We want to focus on the underworld. We want to focus on an outlaw navigating through that space, but we're sort of there to help guide and point out, like, hey, here's an opportunity you might not have looked at, or there's a character you might want to consider. So really, it was a partnership through and through.
I feel like this is one of the biggest, if not the biggest franchise of our lifetime. The themes, like everything, has just been a part of our world. And for me and for the world of Star Wars, I know that people are gonna love this game, not just for how amazing the gameplay is, but like the story itself, to see a young girl become a woman and become an outlaw.
What, are you worried?
No.
We pretty much don't ever get Skywalker games. You're right, but that's good because I feel like we get too much Skywalker everything in the movies.
The character.
And so the games actually get to be their own thing and be a better image of Star Wars, because as fun as the Star Wars movies can be, they're just Skywalker movies. They don't ever even really feel like Star Wars movies. That was one of the things that was cool about like The Mandalorian initially, was that it felt like something that was happening inside the world of Star Wars that wasn't connected to the Skywalkers.
It makes her very endearing, even though she's a very tough person.
You won't make it off to Shara alive. Maybe.
And yeah, it kind of feels like she was always meant to be Kay. She informs it in every way.
I love bringing a character like this to life, and it's
those performance capture studios are really cool.
It's definitely a dream come true, and I'm still doing it. So literally like about to hop and do a scene right now. So it's all just exciting, and I feel now I'm really locked into the character. The team is amazing, and I feel very supported, and I'm happy that they found me because I feel like I was meant to.
That's the point? What's the point?
Make sure to catch me alongside with some developers and cast members at Comic-Con International this July in San Diego.
Hello and welcome to the Star Wars Outlaws official gameplay walkthrough breakdown. I'm Chastity Vicencio with Ubisoft News, and I'm joined by narrative director Naveed Kavari, creative director Julian Garrity, and game director Matthias Carlson, who are going to give us more information about what we saw in the gameplay walkthrough.
Okay, so we're going to just see the exact same stuff. They're not showing anything new.